What's up, everyone? Back with another beer review. Today we got some Bourbon County action going on. This video will probably go up on Black Friday of 2022. And for those of you who don't know, Black Friday is typically every year the day that Bourbon County drops in all the stores, or most of the stores. Some stores kind of get a little antsy and drop it early. Lucky for those that can get some early. Not the store around me does that, so I will be standing in lines or somewhere Black Friday today trying to get some. But this one is a variant that I picked up in 2020. This is the Bourbon County brand Kentucky Fog Stout. It's a stout aged in bourbon barrels, blended with Earl Grey tea, black tea, and honey. It says made with tea from our friends at Kilogram Tea, and I believe the honey is clover honey from the Honey House. The reason I'm cracking this one open is because on the little tag thing here, it says develops in the bottle up to 2 years. I don't know if you can see that. Close enough. And since it's 2022, this bottle's from 2020. Do the math, 2 years. I want to see how it is from when I have it right after it released. The bottle says drink by the 13th of August 2022, so it's a little over 2 years in the bottle, but I think it'll be fine. This guy clocks in at 14.1% ABV. I don't know if you can see that either, but there it is, big boy. But yeah, I had this when it first came out. It's a really interesting variant, probably one of the more interesting variants of Bourbon County I've ever tried before. I want to see how it's aged, how it's done over the 2 years that it says it can develop in the bottle. Yeah, smell that thing coming off. So we got. Yeah, it's just your typical Bourbon County. It's a little, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but it doesn't come off as thick as a normal, regular Bourbon County pour does. But it's still thicker than most stouts I'll give you. A little under a finger. I have tannish, khaki head there. Tight bubbles coming up. I can hear the carbonation just flowing up. The head kind of is dissipating really quickly. I mean, it's pretty much gone now, just leaving a little rim here around the edge. But yeah, getting a lot of those typical Bourbon County notes on here. Chocolatey, fudginess. The bourbon's not as present as I think it is fresh. I'm not getting like a big pop of bourbon, but it's definitely there. And surprisingly, yeah, the tea is still kind of coming through a little bit in there. It has those that tea vibe to it. A little tad slight citrusy, little floral action going. Maybe that's from the honey. But yeah, mostly I'm getting a lot of the standard characteristics of Bourbon County, the chocolatey, the fudginess. Maybe a slight licorice to it. But yeah, there is a sweetness to it. I'm not sure if that is actually from the stout itself or from the honey that they brewed it with. But yeah, from what I remember, from having it fresh, it's not as pop you in the face boozy as it was. The tea notes are there, but a little more muted than fresh, because I'm getting more of the base stout characteristics coming through. Yeah, let's dive in. Cheers. Yeah, the tea surprisingly is still there. More so on the mouth than on the taste than in the nose. But that being said, it's not overpowering. Hmm. Okay. Yeah, so the tea is up front, comes in up front, kind of gives it a little citrus bite, slight, ever so slight bitterness, but then comes in a wave of like the sweetness that you get from the regular base stout. It has a little earthiness to it about mid palate, and then comes this wave of like a molasses and chocolate, a fudgy chocolate with molasses, but they kind of cut through the tea notes and the earthiness. But as it sits, kind of the tea the tea kind of lingers a little bit, but not as much as whenever you first get that first taste to it. It's a really interesting beer. Um, it's like I said, it's one of the more interesting variants that I think has ever come out um, as a Bourbon County variant. It's not, and it's just weird and different. And I kind of dig that they're willing to take on like new and weird things that you don't really see in a lot of stouts. Um, because there's very few tea stouts I mean, there might be more that I know of, but there's very few out there. And whenever they are, it's usually like kind of like a chai spice or something like that, chai tea. That brings in those other characteristics that you usually get in stout, the vanillas and in those type of spices that are in a chai tea. But to use actual tea um, in it's just out there and different. I wouldn't necessarily say it's one of the best variants out there, but it's definitely one of the most intriguing. And for that, I kind of like it. Um, it's not something that I think I would seek out again uh, if it came out, but I still have one more bottle, I think, but I'll probably end up popping that before too much longer. But yeah, it's got that typical Bourbon County mouth, just coating, thick and viscous. But yeah, it has that floral, citrusy note that kind of you don't get on the base stout coming from the tea, and a molasses that I don't usually pick up on the base stout either. It's really good, really different. If you are up for something kind of different, I would say give it a shot. You're not going to find this bottle probably anywhere, but if somebody pops it out at a bottle share or something, I'd say give it a little shot. See what you think about it. If you have bottles of it, I would say go ahead and drink it now. I don't think it's going to develop much more in the bottle. But yeah, I honestly think that I like it more now than I did initially. I think I'm getting more of a tea flavor coming through than I did initially. I think initially a lot of the bourbon kind of killed some of the tea adjuncts that were in here. And I think that the bourbon's kind of subsided, the alcohol has subsided a little bit, and it's kind of showcased the tea a little bit more, but not overpoweringly so. You still get a lot of the base characteristics. Um, I take it. Yeah, I think I like it more now than I did fresh. But I don't think I'm going to let it go, my other bottle, go much longer, because I don't think it's going to do much. Probably those teas are going to fade off even more. But if you've had it, let me know what you think about it down below. If you're sitting on a bottle, let me know when you plan on breaking it open. And good luck to everybody who's out there trying to pick up all your Bourbon County stuff today. I'm right there with you. Hope you get what you're looking for. I'm going to go enjoy this one. Hope y'all find one to enjoy as well. Cheers.